My name's Gillian Rackley. I was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia. It was sort of last August 2017 when I was eventually diagnosed. It was in the April that I started to experience bad chest pains, and I also started to get some lumps on my face that I just thought was a really bad spots. And I just thought I was so run down. I'd had a bad chest, a really horrible cough, cold. But it was on Easter Monday that I started to get really, really bad chest pains. I saw my GP on the Tuesday, and he diagnosed costochondritis, which is sort of an inflammation of the cartilage in your chest, and generally associated with exercise or things like that. And he thought that the cough that I'd had for a long time had resulted in that. We didn't even mention the spot, it was just something that was there, but it was only a couple of weeks later when things weren't improving, and I went back to him the following week, and my face by that point had got quite a few spots, and they'd started appearing on my chest. That he suggested that I see a rheumatologist. I'd been under a rheumatologist before, and so I went to see the rheumatologist that I was still under, so I didn't have to wait too long for an appointment, and I saw him at the beginning of May. He thought it was some kind of post-viral reaction that I was having, and he gave me some steroids, and I saw him a month later. Nothing was improved. All the time, by this point, I was having spiking temperatures, night sweats. The spot that was appearing on my face had gone all over my torso, front and back. And the bone pain, I'd started to get really severe bone pain, not just in my chest, but in my back, and particularly my neck and the top of my back. And so when I went back to him in June for a follow-up, he put me on another drug to do with sort of rheumatology. It was methotrexate, a really low dose. That did nothing. And then in July, when I went back a month later, so he's seen me once a month, he decided that it needed further investigation, and he admitted me to hospital. So yeah, all told, it was 3.5 months of this all going on before they decided to do further investigations, and an MRI scan showed tumours in my spine, which they originally, again, misdiagnosis, they said was metastatic bone cancer, and that I must have a cancer somewhere else in my body. And they started to do loads of investigations looking for it, couldn't find it. After about 4 or 5 days, they eventually did a biopsy on the skin lumps and on the bone, and discovered it was acute myeloid leukemia.